What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at another WWE Superstars action figure. This one is Bray Wyatt, and as you can see here, he includes a hat and jacket, so that's pretty cool. I like to look at the little artwork along the sides here. We've got a Shawn Michaels shirt. We've had a Ric Flair and a Hulk Hogan represented in some of the other ones, so cool to see the Shawn Michaels down there. He looks pretty good as we can see him in the box. Pretty excited to get him pulled out and see what he's got going on underneath this coat. On the back, you can see here he was a score at TJ Maxx for $7.99. Compare at $10, but actually he's $20 at Walmart still. But we have the Firefly's Funhouse version of Bray Wyatt. Yowie wowie, welcome to the Firefly Funhouse. Let me in, we got Honky Tonk Man, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and then of course here we've got Bray Wyatt. I would have preferred them do the Fiend Bray Wyatt. I just like the way that looks better, but hey, we got to take what they give us, right? So let's go ahead and get this guy pulled out of the box and see what he's all about. Alright, so we have Mr. Bray Wyatt pulled off the card, and here he is. Let's take a closer look at him. Pretty good looking figure. I went ahead and put the open hand on, so he now has one grabby hand and one open hand. As you saw, he came with two non-gloved hands as well as two open hands, so you could switch this hand with an open hand if you would like. Always an option. This little bow tie I feel like is everything seems pretty cool so far on this character, except this bow tie. I feel like they went real cheap on this. Probably could have done it a little bit better. It doesn't really resemble the one he wore. So let's go ahead and just pull this off. It's just too big and wonky. I'm not going to display my Bray Wyatt with that on him more than likely. So we're going to go ahead and pull the jacket off too. Yeah, and we have a fully tattooed Bray Wyatt. Cool. I was hoping that he was going to be tattooed and they weren't going to leave all that off. As you can tell, I'm a fan of the tattoos, so I like my figures that are supposed to have tattoos to actually have the tattoos. We're going to start out just like we always do with articulation, starting at the top. As far as Mr. Wyatt here, he can look to the left. He can look to the right. He can look down pretty well. And he can look up pretty good. He does have some long hair coming down in the back here, so it kind of prevents it from getting a full look up. But I actually don't know that even without the hair, I don't know that could go much farther. It's pretty good articulation as far as the head goes. I'll give you a little bit of a side view there. When it comes to his arms, they can spin all the way around, go all the way out. We do not have a bicep swivel, but we do have a single jointed elbow, and it lets him, he can get up, reach up to his face in case he wants to scratch his head, think about something. The hands do have a pin right here, so they can rotate 360 degrees as well as bend forward, and then they can also bend back. If for some reason you were trying to bend, maybe they're playing Mercy, maybe they got their hands up and they're playing the old Mercy. I don't know if you guys remember that. One of the best matches ever was Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior, and I swear they just played Mercy for the first 15 minutes of that match. I think it was WrestleMania 5 or 6. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. And then his hat, pretty cool. I'm glad it comes off. I like the hat. It's pretty neat the way that it looks, but I was wanting it to come off, so I am glad that it comes off. I figure I'll go ahead and show you that before we go down too much farther. I like the way they did his hair. They did a really good job on his hair. It's got this nice Viking looking hair. I do wish that the tank top maybe was painted on a little better. Put like an edge or something, seam line or sew line or something right there instead of just masking it off and painting it black. But it's going to work. And then he's also got the blue pants. So when we get past the arms down to the waist, you can see that he does have a full waist swivel. Basically splits all the way, kicks forward about that far, and he does have a single jointed knee, which gives you about a 90-degree bend. When it comes down to the foot, let's see. Ooh, foot's not wanting to turn too much. We've got all this bulk from the pants here. Normally you can get at this joint a little better and there's more movement, but the pants are definitely hindering the movement in the feet. So that's something to pay attention to. Your Bray Wyatt just might not move his feet around as much as some of the other characters who don't have as big of pants around the bottom. We'll go ahead and get him set up there. And I think what we're going to do now is we will go ahead and bring in some other figures to just kind of compare with him and do a little once over look through, see what we've got out of this wave here. Alright, so there we have Bray Wyatt. Up compared with the rest of his line, we have Ric Flair, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and the Honky Tonk Man right here. So out of this wave right here, I want to say Honky Tonk Man in my last video, Honky Tonk was my favorite. He has, in my opinion, he had the best face sculpt. I liked his outfit. I liked the white boots other than the little bit of red transfer, which I'm guessing maybe rubbed off the dye from here because we got the same thing over there. So Honky Tonk was in play for my favorite character of this line, but I have to admit, after having all the figures out, having them all accessorized the way that they can be, without the blue jumpsuit on, I like Honky Tonk Man. With all of their gear on, I'd have to say that Ric Flair looks the best. Just after looking over them, kind of messing with them here a little bit, I want to say with all of their stuff on, Ric Flair is my favorite character. Once you pull the jumpsuit off, Honky Tonk Man is my favorite character. As far as just head sculpts, Bray Wyatt has my favorite head so far, and you know I love the tattoos that are on him. And then Hollywood Hogan is always going to hold a special place in my heart. If this had been the red and yellow version of Hulk Hogan, or the yellow and red version, however you want to say it, of Hulk Hogan, he would probably be a little bit higher on the list. But just due to the fact that it's the NWO version of Hulk Hogan, it bumps him down a little bit for me because that was a little bit later in my life. and I hadn't been watching wrestling as much when Hulk joined the NWO. I kind of watched a little before and a little after. So the NWO phase of Hulk Hogan was, I mean, I did see it, I did enjoy it, but it's not my favorite version of Hulk Hogan. Out of this wave right here, what's you guys' favorite character? Your favorite wrestler? Who's going to win out of these four? If they just get into a no-holds-bar throwdown match, who's coming out the champion? I don't know. Something inside me always leans to Hogan. As far as who's going to become the champion, maybe that's why I got him with the belt. He did come with the belt, but I always want Hulk Hogan to be the champion, even though I've said that I kind of like these two figures a little better. Hulk Hogan's still the champion for me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to tell someone you love them. Hit that like button, turn the notifications on, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.